We're here today to make a very important endorsement. The New York City Patrolmen's Benevolent Association represents 50,000 active and retired New York City police officers. The folks that patrol our streets, that keep us safe each and every day, and protect the rights of folks like us to stand here and speak about what we feel, to participate in Election Day, and to run for office. We're here with Manuel because he understands this district. He understands it for a number of reasons. As a resident, a person living here. He understands it as a former New York City police officer and understands the difficulties of policing. But more importantly than that, he understands that safety is number one in every aspect of your life. When you're going to work, when you're rearing your children, when you're sending them off to school or running a business here in the neighborhood, that if you're not safe, you won't be economically sound. If you are safe, you'll do business here, you'll live here, you'll pay taxes, you'll rent your apartment and spend your money here on Broadway and all the streets that surround. So for the New York City PBA, we don't come out and say that we're giving an endorsement. Our endorsements are earned. And Manuel, you earn this endorsement by understanding what we do as police officers and how you can help us make it better. You understand what it's like to live in this neighborhood, and you understand all the important, integral things that go on the street each and every day. So we don't give the endorsement. This endorsement has been earned by you by going through a process that's difficult to do. So every New York City police officer, and I'm honored to say, we're here to support you for City Council in this great district.
I'd like to say thanks, Pat Lynch, President of the PBA, Abdul Jabbar, Vice President, and all the executive board members that are here today to show support to my candidacy. And I really humble and happy that they are endorsing me today. It couldn't have come at a better time when our candidacy is picking up momentum by us hitting the streets and talking to people that live in this district, and they are concerned about their safety. That's why we appreciate the endorsement of the PBA today at this location. I would like to take my opportunity to also talk about the Community Safety Act, the so-called Community Safety Act. It's very important that we talk about this issue. Why? Because before it was enacted, it's been spoken about for the last 2-3 years. And we talk about this issue with elected officials and candidates and explain to them how easy could have been to solve the situation without going through this painful process. We told them it could have been removed from Comstock and from the quarters that the prisons have these days. And that would have solved the problem very easy. And I know firsthand because I worked in the 28th precinct before I retired in Harlem. And I know that was in the forefront, always training the officers the right way to stop them, to stop people legally, the way it's supposed to be and the way it's going to be, because that's how our officers are trained, to respect the people, the law-abiding citizens of New York City. And I also challenge many of these elected officials and candidates. Where do they go when their family gets sick? If they go to a licensed doctor or to a witch doctor. And guess what? We are retired law enforcement and active law enforcement officers, they're experts on the stop and frisk. And nobody asked us before this bill was enacted what is the right way to actually enforce the law. New York City needs the police in order to stay safe. Our law-abiding citizens do need that, and everybody knows that. Or do we want to go back to the 1980s and 90s, where New York was unlivable? Obviously not. So In order for us to have a safe city where we all can live in peace together, the police department is necessary, and also to respect the rights of the people that live in this community. Finally, I would like to say, I'd like to call the people from New York City, but especially from District 7, to pay close attention to what the candidates are saying. Manuel Lantigua is not promising you the world. I'm not promising to fix the city. All I'm promising is to serve you the same way that I serve you since all my 23 years in the police department, to serve you with dignity and respect. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lantigua.
Lantigua, 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 Lantigua,
For our Spanish people, I would like to use something in Spanish, please.
Ok. Voy a resumir un poco para mi gente latina lo que acabamos de decir hoy. Nos sentimos orgullosos del apoyo que nos está dando la Unión de Policías de Nueva York, la más grande, con más de 50,000 miembros retirados y activos. Y nos sentimos orgullosos porque es una unión, un sindicato que representa a la policía de Nueva York dignamente, una policía que necesitamos para mantener nuestra ciudad segura. Pero también decimos que el proceso de la nueva ley que se acaba de instalar no debió llegar ahí. La ley de mantener la comunidad segura se pudo resolver 2 o 3 años atrás si nuestros oficiales electos, en vez de elegir salir gratuitamente en una página de periódico o en un programa de televisión, hubiesen tomado acción y que también dijeran que eso se resolvía removiendo las paradas y cacheo en las calles del sistema de computarizado que lleva la policía de Nueva York, las estadísticas. Si lo quitaban de ahí, el problema se paraba, pero prefirieron elegir continuando a salir gratuitamente en los periódicos y en las noticias sin importarle el futuro de nuestra ciudad. También decimos que cuestionamos si ellos iban a un doctor licenciado cuando su familia se enfermaba o ellos se enfermaban, o si iban donde un brujo. Nosotros, los activos y retirados de la policía de Nueva York, somos expertos en eso de parar a la gente legalmente. Y a nosotros, como minoría que somos latinos, nunca se nos preguntó, nunca se nos pidió la opinión para hacer ese proyecto de ley. Finalmente le pedimos a los residentes de este distrito que pongan atención a lo que están vendiendo los candidatos para engañar y pedir el voto. Nosotros necesitamos vivir en una comunidad donde la policía y la comunidad vivan conjuntamente para que sea una ciudad segura. Muchas gracias.
Okay.